There was no dimension of time and place for me. At the same time, I realized that there was a tunnel above my head. I moved a little distance away from where my body had fallen and saw that a large tunnel had been created above my head. I cannot imagine the kind of material that we see in this world for that tunnel. I can only say that the material of that tunnel was entirely made of light. It was as if halos of light had gathered together, and I entered it. Suddenly I saw my grandmother. There was a tunnel of light above my head, and my grandmother was standing in front of me in the shrine. My grandmother smiled at me, and then a very strong suction was created from the side of that tunnel, and I entered that tunnel. My grandmother had passed away a year and a half before that incident. By seeing my grandmother, I realized that this was not a dream and I had left this world. Seeing my grandmother, the way I walked, and reading the minds of others made me realize that I was no longer in this world. When I entered that tunnel, a very beautiful, fragrant, and clean young man was present next to me, in such a way that I cannot describe it, because his beauty is of a kind that cannot be imagined in this world. He was holding my hand and taking me upwards. This person being next to me gave me courage and peace. We were going up in the tunnel, but I could see my grandmother who was outside the tunnel and was coming up with us. With a very high speed that cannot be measured in this world, we were going up a path. We traveled a very long path, and then were thrown somewhere else. After that, I didn't see that young man anymore. All my relatives who had passed away were standing there in front of me. It was as if they wanted to welcome me. I was very curious. When I looked around, I saw that the area was very green. As much as I looked around, it was just greenery. It was just beauty. I only saw light and I didn't feel any worldly pain. At the time this happened to me, I had a lot of family problems. Even though I wasn't very old, my heart ached. I was very angry and upset. But there, I didn't feel anything like that at all. I just felt happy and comfortable. In the world, when we speak, we move our mouths and speak using sound. But in that world, it's not like that at all. We didn't speak with sound. It was as if something was created in my mind, and I could understand the same thing that was created in the minds of others. We had an exchange of meaning, but we didn't have a conversation. I asked my grandmother, "Am I dead?" She said, "Yes. This is another world, but it's not time yet." I said, "Grandma, I want to stay here. It's very beautiful here, and I want to see the beauty of this place." She said that it's too early for you to stay here. You must go back. You have a lot of things to do that you haven't done yet. As I was talking, my grandmother put her hand on my chest and I was thrown towards my body. When I felt I was in my body warmed up again. All the pains of my body returned. Everyone said that this incident took about 3 hours. They had taken me to the hospital. Time in this world is not comparable to that world. Because in this world it took 3 hours, but there it was as if everything happened in a moment.